Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Now before we get into today's nitty gritty, I have two updates for you, and no, it's nothing to do with the fact that I have taken inspiration from Olivier Giroud and I might be sporting the look, but the beard's gonna go very shortly, so you know, it'll only be short-lived. Update number one is, if you haven't already, make sure you check out yesterday's video where I done a collab with none other than the main man, Mr. George Benson, GBFC. Yes guys, we done a good video talking about Chelsea's next 6 Premier League fixtures and we predicted what we think is going to happen. So make sure you click on this link right here after you are done with this video. Go and check it out. We also done a video on his channel where we done a massive 35-minute video. It's his longest video of all time. So if you are going to watch it, I advise make sure you get yourself a little beverage, get something to eat and put your feet up and enjoy. We done a massive tier list video talking about Chelsea's potential January signings. It's a very interesting video, so make sure you go over there and check it out. Update number 2 is a very, very good one. There's some changes coming to the channel, right? And I've got everything set and I've got everything ready, but I'm not doing it today and I'm not doing it tomorrow. I will be disclosing everything on Saturday night during the watch-along. Everton versus Chelsea. I done my first watch-along in midweek where we watched Chelsea versus Krasnodar. Not the most entertaining game in the world, but it was a good first watch-along. I enjoyed it and you guys seem to love it. So the second one on Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. UK time that is, we will be doing a watch-along. We'll be starting with that half an hour before kickoff to go through your comments, answer some questions and all that, but you will see big changes and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. That's all I'm gonna say. When it happens and you come on live and you see what's going on, your eyes are gonna pop out of your head. So honestly, when it happens, you will be remembering this moment going, flipping hell, he was right. That's massive. You'll see. Anyway, it's a good one. I hope all of you will enjoy it. So if you are new, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button for me as well. That helps me out a lot. So thank you all so much. Now, today's nitty gritty. What has it involved? Well, if you thought in the summer Chelsea were playing FIFA career mode, right? Because we were just buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. Well, this January, it seems like we're not done yet. We will continue to play FIFA career mode. Here's the latest. Chelsea chief Marina Granovskaia picks 2 players who must be sold to fund Declan Rice. Chelsea are desperate to sign West Ham star Declan Rice, who is Frank Lampard's top transfer target. Chelsea chief Marina Granovskaia is desperate to adhere to Frank Lampard's wishes and sign Declan Rice from West Ham. However, to do so, they must sell some players after a summer splurge that saw the arrivals of the likes of Kai Havertz, Timo Werner and Ben Chilwell. It has seen her put Kepa Arrizabalaga and Antonio Rudiger up for sale. That's massive. That's huge, guys. I don't know if you guys comprehend this, but that's a big deal. Why? Because without a doubt, those 2 players right now who are not very involved are the 2 players that will generate the most money. That's for sure. Antonio Rudiger, German international, central defender, can go anywhere, literally. The only reason why he's not playing at the moment is because Thiago Silva and Kurt Zuma are just doing a job. And they're complementing each other really, really well, and all is good. With Antonio Rudiger, there's just no way he's getting into the side, especially the few times he has played, not recently, but before we really went with Silva and Zuma, and we were trying everyone out, Rudiger did make a couple of mistakes, and it didn't quite go well. So, someone not being chosen under Frank Lampard, that is for sure. So, if he's up for sale, it will mean that we still have options for centre-back. We still have Christensen, Tomori, for the future, Malang Sarr and Mbuyamba and all of that. So we don't really need Rudiger to remain at the club if we want to spend money on Declan Rice. And the same goes for Kepa. Kepa's just not playing. And he needs to play. He's at an age where he needs to play his football. It's as simple as that. He can't just sit on the bench and be a number 2 goalkeeper. Now, the way that I thought Chelsea would try and approach this is to send Kepa on loan. Send him on a loan, let him develop, let him play well, fingers crossed. Once his value goes back up to where it should be, we bought him for 72 flipping million, yeah? He is not worth 72 million at the moment, that is for sure. So if we want to try and have a chance of upping his fee and try and get as much money back as possible for Kepa, we have to send him on a loan. Let him grow and then sell him on a permanent where hopefully we'll get close to 72 million. I don't think we'll make it, if I'm being completely honest, but if we get anything around 50 or 60, I will be happy. But those two players up for sale to try and generate the money for Declan Rice. Now, you probably ask why? Can't we just go and buy Declan Rice? We could, but it would mean having to spend a minimum of 80 million, and that's just ridiculous. It's just unbelievable. I completely understand West Ham, if I'm being honest. If I was them, I'd do the same thing. One of your best players, young, English, some say there's an English tax, possibly. And a really good talent, someone that is going to attract attention from big clubs. And with the climate that we're in at the moment, financial situation isn't very good for any football club on the planet right now. And not just football, any business in the world has been affected by what's been going on. Many businesses are closing. I'm sure many football clubs below the Premier League and in those lower divisions are struggling to the point where you just can't comprehend how much they are struggling. So it's logical that they're going to put a price tag of 80 million or more on someone like Declan Rice. Again, I would do the same. If I see someone like Harry Maguire for going for 80 million and I look at Declan Rice, I am going to stick an 80 million price tag on his head. I'm just going to do that. So West Ham, completely understandable. But are Chelsea going to do that? Should we really go and spend 80 million on Declan Rice? No. Unless, one, we either go to West Ham, send Marina Granovskaia to work her magic in the West Ham boardroom, somehow try and convince them to lower their fee by half price, and all of a sudden we buy him for 40 million. That would be fantastic, but that's not realistic. That's just not going to happen. Because at West Ham, you don't just have one person to convince. You have David Gold, you have Sullivan, and you have Karen Brady. You got three minds there that are all at the same flipping level that you have to convince and get them to all agree. So it's a difficult task. It's a difficult task. So option number 2 is for Chelsea to look at players that they can generate fees from, get the money, spend elsewhere. And I think that is how we are going to go and try and get Declan Rice. Now, that is news number 1 for you guys, yeah? News number 2 is the Champions League last 16 teams have been confirmed, and obviously your boys Chelsea Football Club are one of them, because that's how we roll, it's only us, Manchester City and Liverpool that remain in the last 16 of the Champions League. When you're talking about English clubs, a certain other club had to dip into the Europa League and play Thursday night football, but we won't really talk about that. So, who do Chelsea face in the last 16? The draw is happening on Monday. But let's take a look at our possible opponents. So, Chelsea can play one of Atletico Madrid, Borussia Mönchengladbach, Porto, Atalanta, Lazio, Barcelona, or RB Leipzig. Now, on social media yesterday, I saw many Chelsea fans say, "We can take on Barcelona, let's have Barca." You guys are really on smoke. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. You guys are on some mad smoke. Look, as tempting as that is, yeah, for the last 16 to take on a Barcelona team that look completely in disarray. They look completely disjointed. They look all over the place, yeah? Fair enough. I honestly think we would beat them. But for the last 16, I wouldn't want Barcelona just yet. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't mind playing them in the quarterfinal. I would rather much go for a Porto or a Lazio. By the way, if we do play Porto, Malang Sarr will be eligible to play. There are no conditions where your loanees can't play against you. We've seen it with Courtois when he played against us when he was on loan at Atletico Madrid. We've seen it with a couple of others. It can happen. Malang Sarr will play against us if we get Porto. But I would very much like Porto or Lazio. Something comfortable, something that we know we can get past in the last 16. Get that confidence, get that knockout football syndrome going, right? And then in the quarterfinals, when things get really serious, bring on Barca, bring on anyone, because obviously we have to beat the best to be the best. That is how you do it in the Champions League. We would know because we've done it, yeah? Funnily enough, when we did it, we had to get past Barcelona, and we did. So, it's a very interesting concept that some of you have taken, where you just want Barcelona now, and I completely hear that, because I do think they are very, very beatable. But just for the last 16, I wouldn't want to jump into something as intense as that. Barcelona are still Barcelona. Let's have it right. Yes, they're not playing well, but if it was Chelsea versus Barcelona, they will step up. They will step up. Unless if they've lost complete control. Now, if that's happening, then cool. You know, regardless of who they play, they'll probably get knocked out in the last 16. But I genuinely think Barca will be up for it. They will be up for it. Let's take it easy for the first round of knockout games. Hopefully get past that. Get some confidence. Quarterfinal, bring on the big boys. Let's start bringing on those big lads and hopefully we can get past them. But it's a very, very interesting one. I want to ask you guys, who would you want? Yeah, out of those teams I've just mentioned, who do you want? Let me know. I would love to hear it. And on Monday, when the draw happens, we'll go through who we have drawn. And it's going to be very interesting. Obviously, because we are seeded, we've won the group, we will be playing our home game in the second leg, which gives us the advantage to go away first, get that away goal, and hopefully come back and settle the score. It's going to be a very interesting draw. We'll see what happens on Monday. But what I do want to let you guys know of, tomorrow will be the preview to Everton versus Chelsea. That will be uploaded here. So if you are new, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Hit that like button for me if you haven't already. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much. And yeah, I will see all of you tomorrow at the preview. And then Saturday, you will see what I'm bringing to the channel. You guys are going to flipping love it. I'm so gassed. I'm so hyped for it. I can't wait. Bring on Saturday. Bring it on. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.